What is the best essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome? This article will cover the properties of essential oils, what causes the condition, and what the best essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome is. Listed below are a few examples. These oils have healing properties, including Cypress, Wintergreen, Helichrysum, and Lavender. Regardless of the oil used, they will all help speed up the healing process and provide relaxation. What are essential oils? If you suffer from the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome, then you have probably been wondering what essential oils can do for your condition. Luckily, there are a number of essential oil blends available to help treat this condition. You may use a blend of essential oils to help relieve pain, reduce swelling, and improve mobility. Many of these blends contain pure plant oils, such as sweet almond oil and sunflower seed oil. These essential oils can help treat your symptoms, but be sure not to apply them to the entire body, as this can lead to further irritation and pain. Wintergreen is not the most popular essential oil, but it is still one of the most effective options for this condition. It contains menthol, which soothes the pain in the carpal tunnel. Wintergreen and peppermint work well together because they both have cooling effects, which are ideal for treating the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. Frankincense is another essential oil that is known for its healing benefits and is a popular choice for osteoarthritis. Ginger has anti-inflammatory and pain-killing properties and is great for relieving the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. It also improves circulation and digestion and regulates serotonin levels. Ginger essential oil is another great option for treating the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. Ginger has powerful anti-inflammatory and pain-killing properties and can help with the physical symptoms of stress, such as joint pain. Cypress oil is another essential oil to use for this condition. Its anti-inflammatory properties are known to relieve symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome and help with bruising. Its soothing properties make it ideal for applying topically to the skin. Never apply the oil directly to the skin without first diluting it in a carrier oil. Using a carrier oil is also helpful, as it reduces the risk of irritation. Using essential oils for carpal tunnel syndrome is a temporary solution for pain relief. If you are using a computer for prolonged periods of time, it's important to raise the computer screen and raise your desk to avoid carpal tunnel pain. This will help keep the wrist in a neutral position. A few drops of essential oils on a daily basis will also provide relief from your carpal tunnel symptoms. Properties of essential oil. Essential oils may have many benefits for carpal tunnel syndrome. Wintergreen, for example, has cooling, anti-inflammatory, and pain-relieving properties. Peppermint also contains menthol, which soothes the symptoms of carpal tunnel. These oils work well together, as they complement each other. Wintergreen, which comes from the leaves of the wintergreen tree in North America, also has pain-relieving and relaxing properties. The lavender essential oil can be applied topically to the affected area, or inhaled to relieve stress. Lavender is best diluted with a carrier oil, such as sweet almond or sunflower oil. Some people find that it helps relieve pain and improve sleep. You should dilute the essential oil before applying it to your skin. If your symptoms worsen, discontinue the use of the oil. It may not cure your symptoms and is not a recommended treatment for carpal tunnel syndrome. Another effective treatment for carpal tunnel syndrome is applying essential oils topically. Mint or peppermint essential oils may help relieve pain, particularly when applied twice daily to the affected wrists. Essential oils are absorbed through the skin by a small amount of carrier oil, so be sure to dilute yours before using them topically. Never apply essential oils undiluted to your skin. Always dilute essential oils with the carrier oil before using them. Otherwise, you risk irritation and possible side effects. Another essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome is ginger. The ginger essential oil has anti-inflammatory properties. Ginger has anti-inflammatory properties, improves circulation, and regulates serotonin. The ginger essential oil has anti-inflammatory properties, which help to relieve physical symptoms of stress. But beware! This remedy is extremely powerful and may cause side effects. Always read labels and follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. There's no substitute for professional advice. Lorpor Pain Relief Blend is an excellent choice for carpal tunnel syndrome. It contains essential oils with anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, including eucalyptus, peppermint, menthol, clove, camphor, and sesame oil. Apply a few drops to the affected wrists daily, but avoid applying them all over your body. This is because they may have other side effects, such as infection. Cause of carpal tunnel syndrome. The numbness and pain in the hand and wrist are common symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. However, these symptoms can be much worse on one hand than the other. The fingers and thumb muscles may become weak and may be prone to accidents, such as dropping objects. The symptoms of this condition will not always happen immediately. People with the condition should consult a physician for treatment. Some people have to take painkillers to relieve their symptoms, but the pain is usually mild. The cause of carpal tunnel syndrome is too much pressure on the median nerve, which travels from the forearm to the palm. The symptoms typically affect the thumb, index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. Some people also develop carpal tunnel syndrome in the shoulder or elbow. The symptoms typically worsen over time, so you should see a doctor if you're experiencing any of these symptoms. If you're unsure of the cause of carpal tunnel syndrome, read on. Another cause of carpal tunnel syndrome is obesity. Women tend to have smaller carpal tunnels than men. Pregnant women are also at risk for developing the condition, although it usually clears up after the pregnancy. Other causes of carpal tunnel syndrome are repeated wrist flexing, aging, and thyroid disorders. Even nerve damage due to cancer may increase the risk of developing carpal tunnel syndrome. If you're pregnant, you should avoid doing these activities. A combination of work-related issues and repetitive hand movements can result in carpal tunnel syndrome. People who do repetitive hand movements, use power tools, or work in positions with a lot of vibration can also develop the condition. The doctor will listen to the patient's symptoms and tap the wrist to see if there's any cause. If the symptoms persist, they can be severe enough to prevent your normal day-to-day activities. Treatment for carpal tunnel syndrome involves resting the fingers and wrist, avoiding activities that aggravate the symptoms, and gradually resuming activities. Treatment for mild carpal tunnel syndrome may involve self-care measures such as not smoking and regular physical exercise. Strengthening the muscles in your hand and wrist is important as well. A wrist splint can help relieve pressure on the median nerve. While non-surgical treatments are the best way to treat carpal tunnel syndrome, there are still some risks associated with surgical procedures. Best essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome. There are many benefits to using essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome. It has powerful anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, which can help reduce inflammation and relieve pain. People suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome experience numbness and tingling in the thumb, index fingers, and middle finger. Symptoms often worsen in the evening, when the hands are cold. Some people report tingling that radiates down the shoulder. Ginger essential oil is excellent for reducing inflammation and relieving pain. The ginger essential oil has anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties that are good for relieving the physical symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. It is also useful for improving circulation and digestion and addressing the physical symptoms of stress. If you are unable to adjust your work because of carpal tunnel syndrome, you can add some ginger essential oil to your bath water. Peppermint is not the most popular essential oil for carpal tunnel syndrome. Peppermint contains menthol, which helps to soothe the pain associated with the condition. When used in conjunction with a carrier oil, ginger can effectively help ease the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. It can be massaged into the affected area several times daily. Frankincense is an essential oil derived from the sap of the Boswellia genus of trees. Its anti-inflammatory and regenerative properties make it an excellent choice for people suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome. There are a number of other essential oils that can relieve the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome, including lavender. These are known to ease pain and inflammation caused by repetitive motions. You can use any of these oils as a natural remedy for your carpal tunnel. You may also consider using one of these oils as a supplement. But, it is important to remember that essential oils are not intended to cure any disease. They are not meant to replace doctor's advice, but they can help you manage your condition and ease your pain. Essential oils are an essential part of your treatment plan for carpal tunnel syndrome. You should see a doctor before you start using essential oils for carpal tunnel syndrome on your own. Make sure you also eat a healthy diet high in vitamin C and other anti-inflammatory foods. Try to avoid highly processed foods and excess meat and salt. This will also help you avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. So, go ahead and enjoy the benefits of essential oils for carpal tunnel syndrome. Next, essential oil for chapped lips. Legal and medical disclaimer: information provided on the site is for educational purposes only, and does not substitute for professional medical advice. You must consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. We do not provide any medical advice. Essential Oils Marketplace. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.